Really good. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Ben Shelton. Ben Shelton, you know what? Kids today are very charismatic. They love talking about themselves. They like showing off. Ben Shelton has a hell of a serve. Hell of a serve. And he had a return in the third set yesterday in the tiebreaker, which was unbelievable. I forgot to tell Josh, and I forgot to tell Josh and Bumbles at Showtime. Yes, Josh, Showtime, and I forgot to tell Bumble. Oh, the goat we call him, the goat. We got to call him the goat because he is the goat. Yes. So, he is demonstrative. That's the word I would use for him. Demonstrative. Demonstrative. Now, he's going to play Novak in the semifinals. He got back past Tiafo, who lost the first set, won the second, lost the tiebreaker where he had a chance to win it. Didn't pull it out, lost 6-2 the last set. Went to sleep at that point. But Ben Shelton used to train. Now, he won a natty last year at Florida on the tennis team where his dad coached. And now he hasn't had a great start to his career up until this point, but he is now 7-1 when he wins the first set in a major. So he's getting it done now. That's good for him. And he did this little Showtime thing where he celebrates a dial-in celebration as a nod to his buddy Grant Holloway, who used to train with down in Florida, who also was a Gator, 3-time 110-meter world champion, silver at the Olympics in the 3-time. Yeah, he's won the world championships 3 times. 2020 won the silver in 110 meters. He also is the second fastest man in history at the event, personal best of 12.81 at the Olympic trials back in June 26, 2021. Yeah, Shelton, 12-20 on tour this year, 6'4". He's had 14 aces, but also 11 double faults in his win over Tiafo. All over the place. Seemed like he got a little careless, but he had a return in that tiebreaker what's the word I'm looking at? A forehand winner where Tiafo was like, holy shit, I can't believe it. I mean, he just drilled it. And good God, Shelton hits the shit out of that ball. He hits it so goddamn hard. Very impressive, but he's going to get Novak, who has been down 2 sets. He got upset because someone yelled out when he was playing against Fritz yesterday, who made Fritz look very ordinary. Novak is now most quarterfinals, one behind Federer. 47 semifinals in the majors, one behind Federer's 48. He's going for his 24th major, and we're going to see what Shelton has. Hey, he's 20 years old, young, dumb, and full of cum, they always say. He's a guy who is ready to take the next level. Oh, and yesterday, so I was downstairs talking to James, AJ is fighting underground boxing, and I got some names, and I'm going to try to get myself involved with some boxing MC, ring announcing. Now, he was in a fight that took place in a restaurant, the back of a restaurant, ring and everything, in Brooklyn. And I was like, holy shit, dude, I got to get into this. So I'm going to get in touch with the guy, and I'm going to start trying to do ring announcing. Because JD Talkin Sports, we got to get it all out there. We got to get it everywhere. I mean, I'm trying. I'm working on it. But it's always good to expand. You have to have options. My dad always says options. Got to have options. So that's what I'm working on. So AJ, I appreciate. Met him yesterday. He had his first fight. He said he got to give up the cigarettes and a little bit of the Mary Jane. But I said, AJ, you want to go for some runs? We'll get you in shape. I ran today outside, 11 o'clock. I would not suggest it. It was hot as hell. Izzy texted me today. She got a free ticket. She goes, why don't you try to get a ticket? Lucy was out there last night. I thought LG paid and Ben paid for the tickets. No, Lucy worked this summer, so she paid for her own tickets. And hey, that's what she's working. That's what you do. I mean, sure, maybe she'll spend all the money before the end of September, but she's having a good time, and it's all about living the dream. She's a sophomore at NYU in the acting program, and I say go for it. She was there last night. She looked beautiful. She's a very good actress. This year, I'm going to see her act. I'm pushing for that. I told, this year she's in productions, so I have to go see it. But that would happen. Izzy's there today, very hot, and she's enjoying herself. Shelton is the youngest American to reach the quarterfinals since 2002, and Roddick, then 20, did it. Roddick lost to Pete Sampras in straight sets then, though. And Roddick won the tournament title the next year, so that's good. His father played tennis. His mother played tennis. His sister's at Florida. Won the 2022 NCAA singles title. Yeah. He 8-20 this year. 8-20. So he came in 8-20. So just look at his answering the call celebration after. Yeah, he did. He answered the call. I didn't get to see the end, but he was, talking to the crowd. He's a big kid. He's, could add some more size. It was sweaty as hell, man. If I was playing, I'd be that hot. So we'll see what happens going forward. So Ostapenko was upset, the Latvian, because she beat Swiatek on late Sunday night, couldn't get to bed till 5 a.m. Okay, and I hear all this. And then she was told she was going to play at night on Tuesday. You played Sunday night. You went all day Monday to recover, and you played Tuesday. I can see if you played Sunday night, sorry, your all adrenaline's going, but she was upset you had a day off in between. Hey, I know we get a little bit, but honestly, sorry. You had the day off. You played at night, and they want you to do it as a match, and it was hot as hell, but I don't think you're being Coco whether it was day or night. I don't. I think you got the yips, and Coco didn't play her best match, but she got it done. She's going to play Mukova in the semis tomorrow with a trip to the final. We'll see how that goes. Oh, and I thought this was funny from Jessica Pagula. Someone said I walked off the court in tears. I was like, I definitely wasn't crying. I just got waxed in like an hour. I gotta go play doubles in an hour. So I definitely wasn't crying. I just got waxed. So maybe we should feel the after effects of a wax. And the goat always gives me great stuff. Always great stuff. And I want to see, did Josh come on here yet? Yes, that does sound perfect, right? Yeah, do ring announcing, yeah. So I gotta get in touch with the guys, make that happen, because I think that's a good thing. And yeah, all over the city, Michigan was like, that sounds cool as shit. And they have referees, and there's a lot of people smoking weed during the fights, it looks like, and there's some alcohol, but it reminded me of a scene in like Goodfellas, the scene in Goodfellas, where they go through the back of the restaurant and then come up to a table up front. That's what it kind of reminded me of. But AJ, it was great meeting you. And I was psyched, so I'm going to get that going. Feeling a little good. He said he's going to fight again in a couple months. But they're going to have fights all over the place. So I got to figure out, got to get in touch with him and make that happen very soon. Yeah, because I was like, oh, that is so up my alley. Ring announcing, always wanted it. Well, I did it at Gleason's, but it was for more amateur fighting, and I wanted to be able to do the names. AJ's nickname is Savage, so I said, got to get the nicknames in, and you got to. I'll get the crowd riled up. James was like, "Oh yeah, you'll do that." I said, "They definitely can do that." Oh, and poor James Harden. This came from Ramona Shelburne. He was upset about missing the All-Star Game initial selection and took too long to respond, dazed to Adam Silver's offer for an injury replacement invitation. They ended up going with Pascal Siakam from the Raptors by the time he accepted the invitation. And he says, lies. James Harden doesn't pout. We were talking about that too. So he made a finals with OKC where they got swept by the Heat. So he did make it early in his career. But this is a guy who hasn't even won it. And he's always, dude, I don't feel like they're trying to vilify you. I don't feel like it's a witch hunt. I feel like a lot of this stuff is on you. So I'm going to go with, you're at fault in a lot of stuff, and it's more you than anybody. Now, I watched the Omaha Productions third Manning Cast host. Yeah. Funny, not funny. I thought it'd be funnier, but it was funny. And Delta and Tom Brady are launching a long-term partnership. He'll partner with Delta to advise on strategic training and teamwork tools for the airline's more than 90,000 employees. Sure, Tom. Also, customers leaning into Delta's Keep Climbing ethos, he'll support the company's brand identity and select elements of Delta's marketing and customer engagement. Because, he's going to pump me up. And also communities, he'll support positively impact communities where employees live and work, inspiring the next generation of Delta community leaders. I just find this kind of funny. Yeah, I guess they feel that his expertise in teamwork, performance, and perseverance is going to work with regular people. Yeah, I think he has a different level of, what's the word I want to look for here? Desire, motivation. Is it going to work with companies? I don't know. Not everybody's eating his cleaning like him and doing his pliable workouts. These are people trying to support their families, Talk about Tom Brady's worth hundreds of millions of dollars now. Yeah, he worked hard to get there. I don't deny it. But I always find this kind of interesting when they bring him in. And would that motivate me hearing Tom Brady talk to me? I don't know. I don't look at Tom Brady. I mean, I look at him as a player, yes. But hearing him talk is like paint dry. He's kind of boring. He's very boring. Like, I'm very interested to see what he's going to do when he does call football games, because I think he is like a car rusting. Yeah, I really feel like he's kind of boring. Even when he talks, it's kind of puts you to sleep. It's kind of like in that TV show, What We Do in the Shadows. There's the guy who's the energy vampire, where the more he talks, people like fall asleep, can't stay awake when he talks. That's Tom Brady. But hey, God bless him. Hey, more power to you. Make that money. And best of luck. Cardinals, Josh Dobbs against the Commanders. Okay, good luck with that. Cardinals are going to suck. Harden, yes, lies. Chandler Jones' absence, a personal matter, according to Josh McDaniels. Okay, personal matter. And Luka tossed as SGA. Yeah, he was pissed. He did a money thing, I guess, after there was a foul call. As he thought that Slovenia was being knocked out, that FIBA wanted Canada win and not Slovenia. Yeah, you know what? But, it's kind of par for the course for him. He never feels like he fouls. He always feels like he's getting fouled when I watch him in the Mavs game. I find it a little boring and, annoying. Burrow, reportedly, he is training to play the opener. Also, he's reportedly signing a new deal, making him the highest paid quarterback in the league. Ryan Nassib, is it Nassib? Carl Nassib, I'm sorry. Is it Carl? So I'm thinking Nassib retires. Carl Nassib is retiring from football, came out as openly gay. 7-year career, he was very happy about what he did. Luckiest guy, congrats to him in the future. 11,000 runners were disqualified at the Mexico Marathon. Did you see this? 11,000 runners have been disqualified after being found to have cut the course at some point, according to Spanish newspaper Marca. I mean, why bother? They said runners were disqualified after missing checkpoints that were placed every 5 kilometers. They used vehicles or public transport to cut the course. Now, Boston Marathon had that. What was it, Ruiz? Boston, that she took the train and then she came at the end and she's like gasping for air. Boston Marathon cheater. Yeah, Rosie Ruiz. I remember that. That she actually got on the train and then in the end she's like gasping, like, oh. But why would you run a marathon and then cheat? Why? What are you gaining out of this? Are you trying to for your friends? Then don't run the race. But to do all that shit, I saw that, I was like, that's disgusting, man. That really pisses me off. I mean, goddamn, if that's not the most disgusting thing. Come on, really? Cheating? Are you freaking kidding me? So Slovenia's playing, USA's playing Germany, and Canada is playing shit. Oh, who's Canada playing? I have it here. I got the semifinals they're Thursday night, Friday. I'm trying to find it right now. Yes. So Serbia, Canada, 4:45 on ESPN2 Friday, and then at 8:40, United States versus Germany. That is the FIBA semifinals. So good luck to them. And yesterday, Brianna Stewart, 40 points, 4th time this season, a WNBA record. She was taken out of the game with 38 earlier this season. They were 94-93. They're 31-7. Their head coach 9-1, won Coach of the Month. Brianna Stewart and Asia Wilson are players of the month, and Brianna Stewart's averaging 23.3, which is a career high. But I think Asia Wilson is probably going to get the MVP this season. Yeah, Jewel Lloyd 24, Stewart 23, Asia 22, and Brianna Stewart set a record for most points of the season with 885, 25 more than Diana Taurasi. But Taurasi did it in 34 games, and Brianna Stewart's done it in 38. They have a longer season. I mean, listen, Diana Taurasi has 2 of the top 5 scoring seasons ever in the WNBA. She did it in 2006, 2008, over 800 points. And Asia Wilson is going to top Taurasi too. She only needs 14 points to top Taurasi. She's 39 behind Stewart this season. So that's a hell of a season. They won 94-93 yesterday, got the win, and they'll play the Sparks next. They're 31-7. And did you see yesterday that Altuve 3 home runs in his first 3 at bats? And after winning 13-6 the day before, they beat Texas 14-1 yesterday. He's got 15 on the season, but 3 home runs in his first 3 at bats. Talk about an ass whooping. That was ass whooping. Yes. And Mariners were up 6-3. They lost 7-6. So now Houston has sole possession of first place in the AL West. Marlins beat the Dodgers 5th straight. They keep the wild card alive. That's good for them. The Air Force is doing $270 million they're going to modernize Falcon Stadium, which is crazy. And it's due for a huge upgrade. You can see the stadium from I-25, new entrance with a Heritage Plaza honoring the program's history. And the cadets who are required to attend games will be at the center of the stadium, which I guess, looks good for television and everything. But new luxury seats, the banquet club. They're going all out. They're going all out for that. So, and the Penguins, the front of sports, have installed a new 50-foot Jumbotron, doubling the size of the previous video board. And Northwestern, $270 million lakeside football facility, 94,000 square feet, with views of downtown. It is nice. Well, too bad the football team sucks. Full-size indoor field with floor-to-ceiling windows facing the water, so you can look out. Lacrosse practice and new locker rooms. So they have lacrosse and football, and new locker rooms for multiple other Wildcat teams. Brand new weight room, coaches' offices, lounges, and an athletic dining hall. Yeah, that's buco bucks. And Messi has new World Cup inspired boots, Las Estrellas. Pollo, Estrellas. Yeah, they're all right looking. They're kind of cool. They're all right, right? Yeah, they're all right. They're kind of cool looking. And Yankees won 5-1. The Mets won. And Alonso hit his 42nd. And catcher, who is only... How old is Mets catcher? He hit another Mets catcher. Francisco Alvarez is only... How old is he? 21. He's 21. He just hit his 22nd home run of the season. That's crazy, right? Second primary catcher in MLB history with 20 home runs and 50 RBIs in a season age 21 or younger. The other is Johnny Bench in 1969. He's had a season. So that looks good. And Alonso's hitting average sucks, but he's a lot of home runs. A lot of home runs this season. Yeah, a lot of home runs. Yeah, wow, he's having a season. So the Mets got the win yesterday over the Nationals. They are 7.5 games out of the wild card. The Yankees are 7.5. They suck. How about Asia Wilson? 20-point games, 27 20-point games, which is a WNBA record. That's my MVP. And this past month, August, Brianna Stewart averaged 23 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Asia Wilson, 25, 10 rebounds, 2 assists. That's a season. And Sabalenka beat Zhang today. Izzy was at the match, 6-1, 6-4. Third U.S. Open semifinal in a row. 6 slam semifinal. She is, we'll see what happens. She can meet Coco in the final. And that's what we're talking about. That they always, James, like the Europeans always come and get it done. And Kenyon Middleton, shoulder inflammation, placed on 15-day injured list for the Yankees. That sucks. Brian Burns was back at practice. He wants $27 million a year. They're saying closer to 23. We'll see how that goes going forward. Yeah, so he's back in practice. Burrow, hopefully, will play week 1. That's got to happen. Come on. Mike McCarthy said the theme for this season is Carpe Omnia. Seize everything. It just really has a few parts to it. Frankly, probably the player should speak on it because I'll be curious. Yeah. Seize everything. Well, we'll see if they seize everything. Bumbles thinks they're going to win it all. And McCutcheon, he partially tore his Achilles. He says, no, I'm not happy. Dang, this sucks. He says, I'm fine. He was making over $14 million this year. 12 home runs, over 40 RBIs, 100 hits this season. He will be missed. Yeah, the only catchers in MLB history to hit more than 20 home runs before turning 22. Bench, Pudge Rodriguez, and Alvarez. That is a hell of a list. And the Sabali sisters jersey swap last night with the Wings and the. So the Sabali sisters sisters play. Sabali sisters. They took a picture yesterday. Yeah. Last time, so Nayara, can I remember last time she and her older sister Satu played against each other? They are sisters. They said it was a high school tournament. They played. Wow, that's pretty cool. Very cool. When they played the Dallas Wings the other. Yeah, that was pretty cool on Sunday. So I saw that. I was like, that's a cool picture. Sisters playing against each other in a WNBA game. Gotta love that. Yeah, Jets. Oh, and so a career Dov Kleiman career comparison between 2020 fifth-round pick Tua, and sixth overall pick from 2020 Justin Herbert. Interesting. So Herbert in career 25 and 24, Tua is 21 and 13. Completion percentage, Herbert 67, Tua is 66. Yards per attempt, Herbert 7.2, Tua 7.4. Total QBR, Herbert 67 and Tua 60. But think about it, 34 games for Tua, 49 for almost a season more because of injuries. So I saw that. I thought that was kind of interesting. So they're pretty much competitive. So before Kelsey injuries, Chiefs are favored by 6.5. Over-under was 54.5. After the injury, we'll see if he plays. 4.5 is the Chiefs favored by 52.5 points. Christian Woods is now a Laker. He's excited about that. And Michael Soroka returns to IL. He had numbness in his arm. Wow. But not good. That doesn't look good for the future right now. We'll see what happens. And UFC cracks down on betting. Prohibit will flag bets placed by fighters, coaches, employees, and officials. I think that's a good thing. And NFL YouTube at odds over Sunday ticket in Puerto Rico and U.S. Virgin Islands. It will not be available until November. So if you're down there, you're going to be pissed off. Kind of like I am with Spectrum. Yeah, I'm a little pissed off. Thank you, John Oren, for that one. Frederick was wearing my shirt, which I thought was awesome. My JD Talkin Sports. They had a fill-in. They had a fill-in for the Otani missed the picture with the Angels, so they had a fill-in for the picture, which I thought was hilarious because he wasn't. They got a guy standing up for him. And yesterday was Elena Deladon's birthday. 2-time MVP, 7-time All-Star, first WNBA player with 50 from the field shooting, 40 from 3, and 90 from the line. And she's MVP on 2 different teams. She won with the Mystics. I'm trying to think who else. Oh, Chicago Sky, yes. And the thing, she was going to play at UConn, and she moved back home to go to Delaware. That's pretty impressive, right? Yeah, the Mets won 11-5. Lindor, 26. Nimmo hit 22 in the season for Nimmo. Alonso, 42nd, and Alvarez. So Nimmo has 57 RBIs. Lindor has 82. The Mets are 64 and 74. And the Mauricio got his first RBI. But he also had a hit in 4 straight games as a Met, which was awesome. And Cole yesterday went 6 innings, 8 hits, a run. He's probably MVP. I mean, he's probably MVP after the season he had. Yeah. Texas Rangers, playoffs. Don't talk about you kidding me? Playoffs. They'll have to win a game. They're not playing well right now. Yeah, and Austin Hedges pitched catcher for the Rangers' 2nd straight night. First position player in Rangers history to pitch in consecutive games, and Alyssa Thomas joined Sabrina Ionescu, who did not play last night. Only WNBA players with multiple 20-point triple-doubles, and she had 6 steals on top of it, which was kind of crazy. Yeah, and they're saying Mike Evans might come to the Giants. I was talking about Harris. He goes, yeah, I want him, but he wants like 16, 17 million a year. Are they going to be able to go for that? I don't know if they'll make it happen, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, I think he'd be great for the Giants. I think the guy's been a phenomenal player. Will it happen? I mean, what are they going to give up? How are they going to keep him? I saw, what Daniel Jones took money off, so he's not going to get what they take $6 million off the salary cap with his contract. So I guess we're going to see what happens. And they had Miguel Cabrera last night, 21st season with the Tigers in the majors. Played for the Marlins Tigers, 2-time AL MVP, 2012, 2013, 2012 Triple Crown, which was, I mean, that you're leading in hitting, RBIs, and home runs. Won a championship with the Marlins, 12-time All-Star, 4-time batting champion, 7th player all-time with 3,000 plus hits and 500 plus home runs. I mean, he's had a career, man. And Steve Frericks for SUNY Marshall, the Mustangs, 235 yards passing, 52 rushing yards, and 3 total touchdowns in the 24-14 win over Kane on Saturday. So I wanted to give him props where props was due. He had a hell of a run. Yeah, and I got to give, Rumble in the Bronx. I got to give a call. That's who I got to get in touch with for the fights. And the guy I got to talk to is Michael Roman. Yes, and that will happen. And I couldn't remember. Oh, Condredge Holloway was the first black quarterback in SEC. Remember I was talking about that? So yeah. Harden's a lie. Yeah, Harden. They're all lies. They're always lies. And this was interesting. So back 8 years ago, Joe Kennedy fought to be able to pray after a game. After the game was over, pray on the field. It took 8 years, and he got a Supreme Court victory. So he resigned after only one game at Bremerton High School. Which I was like, well, why would he resign after just one game? Yeah. He said, it is apparent that the reinstatement order by the Supreme Court will not be fully followed after a series of actions meant to diminish my role and single me out in what I can only believe is retaliation by the school district. He gave no indication of such feelings in an interview last week. Yeah, and the reporter in this said she doesn't know where this came from, where the retaliation, Nina Shapiro. But, hey, so good for him. I mean, I just feel like, dude, you got it back. You finally, and after one game, you resign. So he's returning to Florida where he now lives because of a newly learned complications related to a family member's declining health, 8-year battle. And the Supreme Court ruled that Kennedy has a right to pray under free speech and exercise clauses as long as he wasn't coercing others to join him. And so if the coaches keep their distance from students when the prayers begin. So after ruling, the district wrote a policy, so allows coaches to pray while not actively supervising players if the coaches keep their distance from students when the prayers begin. He says, I can't tell them to or not to. If they want to join, cool. If they don't. So no students joined him after the game against the Mount Douglas Rams from Victoria, BC. Larger than normal crowd. They thought it was supporters. But none stormed the field to join him in prayer, as happened at a 2015 homecoming game. He quit his full-time job at the Bremerton Shipyard 3 years ago, moved to Florida. He has a website, a book coming out in October. And he speaks to political and religious groups. And Ron DeSantis, who's running for president, the Florida governor, has courted him for his endorsement. Yay! Good for you, dude. So one game you come back and then you leave. I saw that. I was like, what the fuck? Why? Why would you do that? Now, this is awesome. Because I think Russell Wilson is going to have a tough time when he comes to play for Sean Payton. So there was Sean Wickersham wrote an article in ESPN. And I got this is a tidbit from what Payton said in the interview. He said he told Russell Wilson that to salvage his career, he needed to focus less on Russell Inc. Will you fucking stop kissing all the babies? You're not running for public office. Perfect. Russell Wilson is trying to always please it. Dude, no one gives a shit about this stuff if you're not doing stuff on the field. But yeah, Russell Wilson Inc. is out of control. Yeah, he's not running for public office. He tries to be perfect all the time. You know what? People don't give a shit about the other stuff. Tom Brady can have, all his, deals with, can have all these deals and get all that stuff, with Delta and all that stuff. Good for him, because what he did, Tom Brady Inc. off the field, football was always the priority, and it showed 7 rings. Well, Russell Wilson, I feel like all that shit off the field is like more important than what's on the goddamn field. So get your shit together. I think it's going to be a bumpy season. That's just me. We'll see what happens going forward. Yeah, Mets won yesterday. Quintana, 7 innings, 4 hits, a run. Congrats. You have 4 straight games to start a career. Mauricio, congrats to him. Same thing with Alonso, was the last guy to do it for the Mets. David Stern is in talks to come to the Mets. Bumbles must be ecstatic about that. And Carlos Carrasco's time at the Mets seems to be over. He had a weight room accident. He placed a 50-pound dumbbell on the ground while doing a workout, and the weight flipped over and crushed the pinky on his pitching hand. So something tells me he put on the ground and he slammed. I don't know. Because I have done, when I was in college, and I got a finger that's not like, it's not, what's the word? Yeah. This, one of my fingernails grew in weird. Like it's flat. And I was doing flies and I had 15s or something on the ground. And when I went down, I smashed one top of the other. So that could have happened. So he's done. He's a free agent. Did not have a good season. He did come back. I mean, this is a guy, 12 starts this year, 1-5 with a 6.04 ERA. He won 15 games last year, but he didn't have a good season this year. 36 years old. 3-8 with a career worst 6.80 ERA this season. Yeah. So not good. Quintana, pleasant surprise, as opposed to Rodon. Better than Rodon? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So much better than Rodon. Yes. Yes, Bumbles. Yes, your team's 64 and 64. So fine, if you polish a turd, Bumbles, it's still a turd. So yes, Quintana, fantastic. And I hope it works out next season. So maybe next year you'll finish 6 games under 500? Maybe 2037 you guys will be competing for championships? I wish you well. Yes. Rodon will never be good. And Quintana, okay. Yeah. And that's what Bumbles comes back. Yankees win the pennant? When did I say the Yankees are winning the pennant? Yankees aren't doing shit forever. The Mets and Yankees also 2037. Neither of these teams are winning anything anytime soon. It's not happening. I hate to tell you. I mean, it'd be nice, but it's not happening. So that's over with. Stanton hit his 400th home run. He said it's a pretty cool feat. I don't have a number in mind when I first started the game, but it's pretty cool. And I love Morning Blitz. They went 5 yesterday. Cole pitched well. With 1,520 career games under his belt, he's the 4th fastest of 400 home runs behind Mark McGwire, who did it 1412, Babe Ruth 1475, and A-Rod 1489. Pretty good. If you don't win, record means nothing. Well, but you're talking about, yes, record doesn't matter. Neither team is winning. But I think a Yankee season is only a success when they win a championship. What is success to Bumbles with the Mets? Is it, I feel like every season's a failure for the Yankees. If the Yankees don't win a championship, it's a failure. I don't care if they win 105 games. Mets won 100 last year. 101? They lost in the wild card. I would say that season is a failure. Yes, it is result. Every sport is results driven. Football's results driven. We're going to see if the Jets are going to have results this season. Will they? I don't know. I'll tell you, Hard Knocks was pretty goddamn good last night, though. Hard Knocks, I liked a lot. There's a funny story about a UFO that Aaron Rodgers saw. I like the Gold Zone. They're going to actually keep a story of the season. Yes, that was in the King George era. Well, it might be King George. I feel Yankees win or nothing. That's me. I feel Yankees win a championship or nothing. But that's what I feel. If they don't win a championship, then it's nothing. What's success to you for the Mets? You didn't answer my question. What's success for you for the Mets? What's a season of success? Is it making the playoffs? Is it winning a championship? For me, all my UNC, it's winning championships. College basketball, winning a championship. Other than that, great. They made the tournament. They should make the tournament every goddamn year. Football team, listen, football team hasn't done shit in years, so I'd like them to make a major bowl. That to me would be a successful season. But Yankees, championship or nothing. Knicks, listen, you got local teams. The Knicks aren't going to win anytime soon. The Yankees aren't going to win anytime soon. The Mets aren't going to win anytime soon. I mean, yeah. I think hockey, you have a better chance with one of the hockey teams winning it. With the Rangers, Islanders, and the Jets. We're going to see. Because I like that they had up a winning championship is talent plus, oh, shut up. Talent plus luck. How's it talent plus luck? What? Oh, because they're healthy? Well, if it's talent plus luck, then how does teams win 2 or 3 in a row? How's it talent plus luck? What's luck? So the Chiefs, luck that they won last year? Yeah, it's more talent. I don't think it's luck. No, I disagree with that. Bullshit. Talent plus luck. Bullshit. Yeah, I totally disagree with you on that front. Totally disagree. Yeah, you need a lot of talent. Well, Mets don't have talent. Yankees don't have talent. Knicks have one scorer. They don't have a lot of talent. You need talent. You need offense and defense. Like the football team, hey, you got a quarterback finally. Jets got a defense. You got Dalvin Cook in, so now you got talent. And yes, you got guys got to stay healthy, but you still have to win games. In the end, talent has to. Yeah. When was the last time an MLB team won 2 in a row? It was the Yankees, 2000, right? 2000. Yes. Football. When was the last time a football team won back-to-back? Patriots, 2003, 2004. Basketball. Basketball's happened more often. Golden State. And hockey. Shit. When was the last time a team won 2 in a row in hockey? It's been a while. Yeah. 23 years ago. Yes. Thank you for the math lesson. Yes. That's good. See, I need you on the show. Then we can go and argue for hours, which I think is good. I love that he's participating. I really do. I love that he's participating today. I do. He makes me very happy. Oh, so Josh is at the daughter's kindergarten or that's funny as shit. Yeah. So, yes, this is all good stuff. But I did like that the Jets have finished the wall. I do like finish the wall for the whole season, and they want to play till February. Starts Monday night, 9/11, keeping a story for the season, finish the wall, what are you going to do to make the team better? I like all that. That stuff all gets me very excited for the season. We shall see. Yes. Yeah, I told you I want you on the show, but we keep talking about it. And, I've been here now, living here with Michigan for 4.5 years, and I've been doing the podcast all the time, and I can't get him on one goddamn show. So I'm throwing down the gauntlet. And we're going to figure out, you know what? She's going away over Thanksgiving. There's going to be a night where she's out, and I got to figure out, and you just got to come over, and I'll put down the microphone, and we're just going to go at it. We're going to talk about anything you want to talk about. Anything. And let's bring it. Because I love this. I love what he's saying. But I feel like, it's team staying healthy, but talent. You need talent around you, man. And the Yankees and Mets don't have any talent right now. And not enough talent. Hey, you got Alvarez. That's good. Lindor's there forever. You don't want Alonso, but if you get rid of Alonso, that's giving up a lot of power. And you need pitching. And Yankees have Garrett Cole, and the Mets have... you have Senga. I like Senga. Senga's good. So we'll see what happens going forward. Time will tell. Yes. Time will tell on that front. Yeah. I think I'm done talking about... Well, the Yankees got the win yesterday. And the one good thing is that Rizzo shut down for the season, which I kind of expected. And DJ LeMahieu, 7 home runs in his last 13 games. Most home runs in any 13-game span of his career. He had a leadoff home run, second time in 4 games, 16 with the Yankees, 5th most in franchise history. And George Springer has 32 leadoff home runs since 2019, leads American League. That's crazy. And Jeter has 32 leadoff home runs, including postseason, and LeMahieu has 16. Crazy, right? Yeah. Altuve's been on fire last 2 games. The Rays beat the Sox 8-6 and 11. Boston's 4.5 game out of the final wild card. Series rubber game tonight. Reds 7-6, 5-1 deficit. That sucks. Yeah, that was it. Rodriguez, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Dropped 3 straight games. 44th comeback win for the Reds this season. That's crazy, right? And you got yesterday, Valdez, 7 innings, 6 hits, 1 run. That's what you got to get out of your guy. And Altuve is the first player in at least the expansion era 1961 to home run 4 straight innings his team played, including across games. Thank you, Sarah Langs. Crazy. 17th 3-homer game in Astros history. Bagwell did it 3 times, while Glenn Davis and Alvarez each have 2. Yeah, and it says Francona thinks my head is telling me that this could be it. Yeah, he has a lot of health issues, and he is a phenomenal manager. It sucks. And Xander Bogaerts, 23 4-hit games for Bogaerts on Tatis Jr. bobblehead night last night. Cal Ripken on this date today, what's today's date? September 6th, tied Lou Gehrig's 2,130 consecutive games played and went 3 for 5 with a home run in that game. Thank you, codified. It's crazy. There's nobody on the list. Pete Rose had 745, and Ripken's at top with 2,632. Yeah. Oh, and so McCutcheon was hitting 256, 12 home runs, 43 RBIs. He's out for the year. The sports leagues by revenue: NFL $19 billion, MLB 10.8 billion, NBA 10 billion, and NHL 5.7. You're going to have Super Bowl in Vegas. Nickelodeon's going to do their first ever alternate telecast for kids. Peacock will be home to 2 exclusive streaming-only games. December 23rd regular season matchup between the Bills and the Chargers, and a wildcard game on January 13th, 2024. And they're going to have 3 Monday night doubleheaders, which is so stupid. Week 2, Saints at Panthers on ESPN at 7:15, and then Browns at Steelers at 8:15. Why? I mean, I want to watch both games. I mean, I just think it's dumb. Then the next Monday night, you have Eagles at Buccaneers at 7:15 on ABC, and Rams at Bengals at 8:15 on ESPN. And then Week 14, both 8:15 starts, Titans at Dolphins on ESPN, on ABC, Packers, Giants. Why would you put 2 games at the same time? So, I mean, the whole point is, then you dominate the whole, is what, so you're afraid, oh, we have to have pride? Really? You start the game 6 here, what does it matter? You put the game on any goddamn time, people are going to watch. But put both games on at the same exact time? Dumb. I just think it's dumb. I mean, they're just greedy. Yeah, Lamar Jackson, $82 million, highest paid player, 5-year, $260 million extension. Mahomes is only making $65.5. Daniel Jones, $47.5 for the Giants. Deshaun Watson, $46.5. And Aaron Rodgers, 45.9, I'm sorry. And Mahomes is making $25 million off the field. Prescott, 14. Russell Wilson, 12. Why is Russell Wilson making $12 million off the field? Why? Rodgers, $9 million, and Josh Allen, 9. I think Josh Allen's probably going up. He just signed with Gatorade. And Darren Waller, NFL players featuring their first ever. We'll see their skills play out. You'll be shocked to see some of your favorite now also boast a musical gene. 5 of them got a chance to work with Interscope and EA Sports to produce a first of its kind EP called Crowd Control. Wait, so it's a song? Oh. Music in Madden NFL. First featured in music in NFL. Darren Waller. Dolphins, Ray McLeod. Oh, I'm sorry. Teron Armstead of the Dolphins. Ray McLeod III of the Niners. Free agent Melvin Ingram, and the Panthers wide receiver DJ Chark. I mean, really? Does anybody care about that stuff? I don't. I don't at all. No, not even close. Inside linebacker is like the quarterback of deep, which I agree. So to see them finally get paid in a respective way lets me know the game is progressing in the right direction. Hassan Reddick for the Eagles, I agree. I like that. I think that's great. Now, Scott Kaczmar put about, he's never been a fan of Ron Rivera's coaching, but he loves that he has no filters and just says what he feels. So he talked to John Keim, Ron Rivera, the Commander's coach. He said, if we go 8-1 this year and he fires me, and next year they win division and 40 to 53 players we drafted, and it's the same quarterback, I'm vindicated. So, basically same team, similar to my Super Bowl ring. I want us to be right and to see this community have that excitement again, which I agree. He said, I had to shake it up this year. I'm out of that comfort zone because for 12 years we did the same thing, and now I'm changing and adapting, and I'm working with Bieniemy. What we've done is change the outlook. Yeah, and he's riding with Bieniemy. He's got Sam Howell. I agree. And the fan base, you finally got rid of an owner who sucked. I mean, the Mets did that with Cohen, and it really didn't work out this year. I mean, with the team, he spent the money, but he didn't spend the money the right way. I mean, just spending the most money doesn't mean you're going to have a winner. And, hey, at least he got rid of the pitchers. All that money, he got rid of Verlander. He got rid of Scherzer. He got rid of some other guys. And, you got to build around you got to have a base to build around. And I think the Mets have a base. I think with Nimmo, Alvarez, Lindor, and Alonso, and Mauricio, this team could be that's 5 guys. Team could be pretty good. Some of these young guys, the prospects turn out to be something. We'll see. Yankees, hey, the Martian came up. Dominguez came up. The catcher. You got Garrett Cole, who could win a Cy Young this year. They're not competing, I think, for championships anytime soon, but they'll be better, I hope. Can't be worse, right? And Garoppolo is restructured his contract, creating $17 million in cap space with the Raiders. So it's a sign his health is in the right direction. We'll see what happens there. Travis Kelce's ACL is intact. They'll test it Wednesday to determine his availability for Thursday. And Drew Rosenhaus says his clients Jeff Wilson Jr. and Robert Jones of the Dolphins thinks they'll be back week 5. Wilson back week 5, and Jones 4 to 6 weeks with the MCL sprain. We'll see if that works out. Jamar Gibbs for the Lions hopes to get 1,000 yards rushing, 500 yards receiving. I hope that happens. Hope Joe Burrow gets paid and he plays this week. How about this? Auburn senior linebacker Elijah McAllister has his undergrad, master's, and is working on his PhD. And he takes time to give back to the community. How about that? That's impressive. And Xavier Legette, South Carolina wide receiver, had more receiving yards, 178 this week against North Carolina. They did it all last year, 167, 6'7", 209, plays bigger than his measurables, and he made a couple of big-time contested 50-50 plays against UNC. Elite body control. The draft starts in Mobile, Alabama. I said Mobile, Alabama, which I've been. Dreamland. Jim Nagy, I agree. And Professor Taylor rejected Riley Leonard's extension request. He said, hey, your lineman got it done, and you should have planned ahead for that. Dude, I totally agree. Riley Leonard, you got to plan ahead. No extension. You screwed. You can take less of a grade. 6 teams in the Pac-12 in the top 25. USC 6, Washington 8, Utah 12, Oregon 13, Oregon State 16, and Colorado 22. Now, Stuart Mandel thinks Tennessee is overrated. They jumped 3 spots after a 49-13 win over a very, very poor Virginia team. Joe Milton, fine, but a top 10 team, I agree. He thinks North Carolina is underrated at 17. Yeah, definitely a better line. Top 15 maybe. Now they're playing Appalachian State. They lost last year. They're playing them at home 5:15 this week on the ACC network, which I don't get through Spectrum, but we have because of my parents. And no, Clemson is not top 25 anymore. They are not a good team. And Deion Sanders has been coach 7 months, and he says they're playing Nebraska this week. Him and his son said this is personal. That's the message of the week. It's personal. Colorado, we don't like. Nebraska, simple. Shadur Sanders said that's just what it is. Okay, well, the problem is they played just twice since 2010. 72nd meeting, but they used to meet when they were both competing for national championships, but that was 30 years ago. But you have to get the team riled up, and he's got to keep them in their heads straight on because, the hype is out of control right now, so we'll see what happens. Now, I read Max Olson wrote a thing about the transfer portal. Deion Sanders brought in 51 transfers when he took over. Texas State brought in the second most newcomers and upset Baylor. First ever win against CJ Kinn is a great coach. He's going to be coaching at bigger schools come the future. Also, their first ever win against a Power 5. Clemson, 1 transfer, and they scored their lowest amount of points, 7, against an unranked team under Dabo Swinney. So 2,303 FBS scholarship players entered the portal, 18% increase over the year before. 20% of all FBS scholarship players transferred in the past year. So this was back in August, Max Olson wrote. 83% of all FBS scholarship transfers have found a new home. More than 70%, over 1,300, were able to stay at the FBS level. Yeah, isn't that crazy? The percentage of these transfers are moving down a level for the upcoming season. The total came out to almost exactly 50%. So of those transfer signees, more than 70% were able to stay at the FBS level, and 50% were moving down a level. And 500 defensive backs transferred in the past year. That was up from 410 the year before. So that's a sign, that they play. Now they're playing 5 DBs these days. So, you constantly guys switching teams, whatever. And there were 1,187 scholarship transfers in this cycle who left programs that were in the Power 5 last season, a 13% increase from last year's cycle. 90%, almost 90% found new homes. 69 programs, including Notre Dame, who will be playing in Power 5 conferences this season, lost an average of 18 and a half scholarship players to the portals this offseason. Colorado had more players entered the transfer portal than anyone. 57 scholarship players transferred out during the season. Ole Miss 31, Oregon 31, Arizona 30, Cal 28, Arkansas 27, and Texas A&M 27. Oregon State, 7 scholarship players transferred out. Jonathan Smith, they won 10 games last year. They brought in DJ Ugalele from Clemson, and they won their first game. So only lost 7. That's pretty impressive. There were 1,116 scholarship transfers in this cycle who played at Group of 5 programs last season. Huge jump in Group 5 to Power 5. who played a Group of 5 this past season. That's a 25% from last year. So the jump from Group of 5 to Power 5, that's a lot. 50 starting quarterbacks from the portal. 98 FBS scholarship quarterbacks transferred to other FBS programs. Half of them might end up being new starters. There were 36 freshmen or redshirt freshmen among those 99 quarterbacks. Isn't that crazy? 99. Well, I said 98, 99. And Walker Howard from LSU to Ole Miss. They're playing at Tulane this week, which is kind of interesting. So I thought that was interesting. So more than 70% of top 50 quarterbacks in the 2016 to 2020 classes transferred during their careers. So that's common. 39 Power 5 grad transfer offensive linemen hit the market. Just 39. In this year's cycle, only 22 became available. So the grad transfer, only 9 quarterbacks, 9 running backs, 14 wide receivers. This is the grad transfer because they can play right away. Tight ends 7, wide receivers 14, offensive linemen 22, defensive linemen 25, linebackers 21, D-backs 25, and special teams 9. And only 16 of those hit the portal during the spring semester, which is interesting, right? And more than 300 FBS scholarship transfers in this cycle have previously transferred. And you saw what happened with North Carolina. Tez Walker was trying to play immediately. So was Darrell Jackson Jr. for Florida State. Both of them were denied by the NCAA. But they wanted to play without having, I mean, you transfer twice, you have to sit out a year, but they were trying to get past that. I don't think it's going to happen. But they tried. Hey, they tried. Yeah. And I talked about, so Sandy Brondello for the Liberty, 9-1 record in August. Awesome. She broke the season record for points, Stewart, last night. 40.10 rebounds game in history. That's all Liberty records. 4 40-point games a season. 20 double-doubles in a season. 31-7 the team is. And they won the Commissioner's Cup. Congrats. So the Sky beat the Fever, and the Sparks lost the Sun. Both Chicago and LA are now tied at 16-22, and the Sky hold a tiebreaker now, move up 8th. 6 teams have clinched. 3 have been eliminated, and 3 others are fighting. Aces are currently number 1 over the 31-7 Liberty. 1 game back. Connecticut, Dallas, Minnesota, and Washington clinched playoff spots. The Mystics did it on Tuesday, yesterday. Seattle, Phoenix, Indiana all have been eliminated. Mercury's streak of 10 consecutive postseason appearances end as of the Storm's 7-year streak. So the Dream, Sparks, and Sky are all still in the running. And Sun beat the Sparks 90-76. Alyssa Thomas, 6 triple-double, 27 points, 14 assists, 12 rebounds, and 5 steals. Unbelievable. First 20-10-10-5 game in WNBA history. 6 triple-double this season, 8th of a regular season career. They were MVP chants. And Brittany Griner, 24th player in league history to reach 5,000 points. And just the second to score 5,000 with Phoenix with Diana Taurasi. Yeah, and I talked about Christian Wood. He'll make about $2.7 million this year. He's a player option next year for over $3 million. You know, what I've heard about him is maturity. Tommy Beer said plenty of issues related to his maturity, but a great value. Billy Reinhart says best fit, good risk, good no risk, high reward signing. He can put in 20 in a playoff game. And injury protection if Anthony Davis gets hurt. But Warriors Muse said 2022 Mavs make the Western Conference Final. Off season they get Wood. 2023 they miss the playoffs. 2023 Lakers make the Western Conference Finals. Off season they sign Wood. 2024 no playoffs probably. He averaged 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 52% from the field. But it sounds like he's a guy who kind of disappears in games. And he can enter free agency. You got Anthony Davis, Jason Hayes, Jared Vanderbilt, Rui Hachimura, and now Wood. He's got some big. I mean, we'll see. I mean, hey, he was excited to go there. We'll see what happens. And last year, the Korean Basketball League, a number of players shot 80% or more from the free throw line by using the backboard, minimum 100 free throw attempts. So maybe a player should use the backboard. Yeah. And RJ Barrett, so they got the win. They beat Slovenia. They'll play Serbia Friday. Trey Murphy suffered a meniscus injury, left knee during a workout Tuesday. That's not good. Yeah, he could be out. He could be out for quite a while. 17th pick, 2021 draft. He had 15 points, 4 rebounds, 48% from the field, 41 from 3. but that wouldn't be good. And over the final 30 games regular season, 18 points, 3 rebounds. Yeah, that's going to hurt them. Yeah, and he during that stretch from February until the end of the season, he was third in NBA in three-pointers made, 97 behind Clay and Steph Curry. And he was sixth in the league in fast break points. They opened the preseason October 10th against the Orlando Magic. Yeah, that's not good. Where did Trey Murphy play college ball? I see that face. Trey Murphy played college ball for Rice. Oh, in Virginia. Okay. We'll see what happens there. And Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation links with 6 Nike schools ahead of the college season. UConn, USC, Kentucky, Oregon, Duke, and LSU. Yeah. Further, Vanessa Bryant said, we're grateful for the amazing support of the prestigious university. I think that's awesome. So further legacies of Kobe and Gigi. So excited to see their players wearing Kobe and Gigi's Nike shoes. That's a good thing. Listen, gone too soon. That really sucks. I mean, just really sucks. Yeah, I just was like, man, that really sucks. Too young. And Shanette Wanison won her first LPGA event over the weekend. 9-under 4-stroke victory at the Portland Classic. 19-year-old missed 9 straight cuts and was ranked number 367 heading into the tournament. She's the first Monday qualifier to win an LPGA Tour since Brooke Henderson in 2015. She said, I don't give up. That's a woman I'm going to... And every time I see this stuff, I try to get them on my show. I'm like, you know what? I'd love to get you on my podcast. I say it all the time, and I'm going to keep doing it because one of them is going to say yes. Yeah, I'm not giving up. I ain't giving up. Yeah, actually, Shanette, and I probably butchered her name. Yeah, I'm trying to find, maybe she's got to be on. She's from Thailand. Congrats to her. I'll find her. I will find her. I promise. I will find her. Yes. That's all we can do. We try our best. Yeah. Did I miss anybody else? Yeah. Bumbles. I forgot to say Showtime. Oh, and Bosa signed a new 5-year, $170 million, $122.5 million guaranteed. Holy shit. He got paid. Yeah, congrats. Dobbs starting. Did I miss anything else? Wow, that's a lot of money for Bosa. And Hal sent me a video of a guy throwing a matzo ball as a first pitch at a Mets game. Matzo ball. And the guy missed it, and it went crumbling all over the place. But I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah. So he got paid 5 years, $170 million, $122.5 million guaranteed. So that means Mr. Jones, how much money does he want? He wants a lot of money. Chris Jones, and he says, hey, he's got to look at his future. We're going to see. And, earlier I talked about how I thought that Hard Knocks had jumped the shark. By the end of it, I wanted more. I just wanted more. And I'll tell you, we were talking Carol today. The honeymoon's over. He's going to have to play. We're going to see opening game. But if they play as well as you hope they do, they've only been hitting each other. But, imagine the Jets won the championship. They're going to go nuts here. They're going to go freaking nuts. I haven't won since I was a little kid. And we're going to see what happens. Yeah, and wow. And I hope Ben Shelton, he's going to bring it, but Djokovic, listen, remember when Sampras played against, was it against, nobody knew who Sampras was, and he just destroyed Agassi, and you were like, who's this Sampras? And then he just took off. So sometimes the change of the guard happens. Is it Shelton? He's 20 years old. He's a young kid, kind of brash. Why not? Can Coco win her first major? We shall see. All right, do I have anything else to talk about? No, I think I'm going to do a trivia question. Yeah. What did Codify? Yeah. OCB? Okay, yeah. Sometimes they put stuff, I have no idea. Yes, yeah. Sam is works for ESPN. Is a Ohio State grad. Ohio State just went on the road and beat a Big Ten opponent by 20 and dropped 2 spots. Alabama beat Middle Tennessee State at home and jumped them. All right, you got a point there. Yeah. Oh, and Josh McDaniels on Chandler Jones' outburst on Instagram. That's kind of a personal situation. We're never really gone into those kind of things. It's a private matter. He hasn't said if he practiced, if he's expected to play Sunday, but he won't practice today. Yeah, I guess we're gonna see. Josh McDaniels, you got a lot to prove to me this year. What? I don't know if this shit is true. So a Portland State player had his ear ripped off. They sewed it back on, and now they say it's a concussion, so he's out. Not the whole ear, partial ear detachment. What the hell is that? Oh, so they're going to play Wyoming next, Portland State. What the hell happened? I didn't see that at all. Yeah, so I was like, what the hell? All right, so trivia questions for last show. Last show's trivia question was, Drake May won ACC Player of the Year last year. Who was the last UNC player to win ACC Player of the Year? Lawrence Taylor, 1980. All right, what did Jose Altuve do last night, or do in the last 2 games that had never been done in franchise history? What did he do? What did he do in a 5? What did he do over the last 2 games that had never been done in Astros franchise history? Jose Altuve. All right, probably just give it away. But so Bumbles, thank you so much, Josh. I'm glad I had you on. Carol, I think we're going to get some more equipment. I think Carol and I are talking. I think I might get some more equipment. Maybe able to blow up this whole podcast into a different universe. So Ben Shelton, good luck going forward. Mets and Yankees playing tonight. Who's pitching for the? Oh yeah, he was saying Jose Quintana better than Rodon. Yeah, okay, yeah. But who's playing tonight? I don't think there's anything. And we got football tomorrow. Yeah, that's going to be so. Mets Nationals. It is Jose Buto, 0-2 with a 4.30 ERA against Joan Adon, 2-1 with a 5.90. And the 69 and 69 Yankees will be Matt Manning for Detroit, 5-4 with a 3.62 ERA against Clark Schmidt, who's pitched a lot better, 8-8 with a 4.56 ERA. Yes. Yes. And I'm getting all these stupid freaking text messages from people I don't even know who the hell they are. I'm like, will you just stop? Yeah, I'm like, come on. Yeah, this is, yeah. I'm like, I'm going to open up this link. Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, it's called Goodbye. Goodbye. All right, so Bumbles, thanks. Josh, thanks. I didn't hear from Jason, but yeah, thank you all for, again, support. And yeah, I'll be doing a show again probably tomorrow. We got football tomorrow. I don't think there's any college football tomorrow night. Is there college football tomorrow night? I don't think they're going to compete with the NFL. Yeah, I don't think they're going to compete with... I think there's going to be college football on Friday nights. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. So I don't think there's any games here. We're week 2. No, wait. So slow. So slow. I was just trying to see if there's any games coming on this week. I don't think they're going to compete with NFL. Why are you so slow? Okay, so... Murray State at Louisville, Thursday night. Oof. Friday night, Indiana State against Indiana and Illinois versus Kansas. That's some shit football. All right, Illinois looked terrible, and Kansas, who did Kansas play week 1? Kansas beat, they beat Missouri State. So, I don't know, we'll see what happens. All right, some of to Michigan and Michigan, my parents, Mrs. S, Carol and Carol. Everybody, a great day. Peace out, and I will talk to you soon. Adios. Wait, 1373. Sprout.